Hey guys, it is Connor from Official Aerox TV, and today I'm going to be doing an unboxing of my Knack PS4 bundle. I got this for Christmas. It has the picture of the Knack front cover, the PlayStation console, the Dualshock 4, and the copy of the game. It also has the PEGI rating, which is 12, the hard drive capacity, which is 500 gigabytes, and the color, which is jet black. Also in the top corner we have the Sony logo, and the developing studios for Knack. If I flip it onto its top, you can see the Sony logo again, the PlayStation 4 logo, and what's inside the bundle. So it's basically your standard stuff, the color, and the hard drive capacity again. If I flip it onto its side, it will go through a full inventory of what is in the box, as you'll see. In the box it has the PlayStation 4, the mono chat headset, the micro USB which charges the controller, the instruction manual, and the HDMI cable, which is finally included with these consoles. It doesn't have a component anymore, so you need a HDMI cable. It also has the power thing that I don't know, because it has a built-in power supply, it doesn't need a power brick, and it also has a copy of the game. Again, PS4 stuff all over it. If I flip it onto the back, because on the other side it's more advertisement of Knack and everything, you can see it's got some screenshots of the game, the picture of the game, advertising of more PlayStation Plus goodness, and it also has some features that the PlayStation 4 gives you straight out of the box and stuff that you can buy with other Sony accessories. So it's got the Dualshock 4's share button, which allows you to live stream to Twitch and Ustream. It also gives you some demonstrations of the PlayStation app, which is available on Android and iOS, which is really good. It's also got the PlayStation Vita showing you the mirroring capabilities, the mono chat headset, which is utterly terrible, but it's useful nevertheless, and some of the features it has, and also showing you that you can watch films and TV series on your PlayStation through the PSN network and other applications that it sells. Also advertising some 3D TV action. Also shows that the PlayStation 4 is PEGI rated 3, and also some health and safety stuff. Now in Great Britain, all PlayStations come with a sleeve wrapped around it. The box main artwork is just the sleeve, and once you take it out of there, it just gives you a white box, as you can see. On the back, it just basically goes through all the features again that you just saw in the box. It's just one pull tab away from you seeing the PlayStation 4. I will admit I had taken it out and plugged it in to see if it worked, and it works fine. Cross fingers, it's not one of the HDMI defective ones. So as you can see, the game's not wedged in, and the wrappings all crunched up and bundled. So here's the game. As you can see when I open it, there's no instruction manual, it's just one small leaflet that shows you the controls straight out of the box, because there's no instruction guide on what controls do in Knack. It also has the Blu-ray disc and some stuff printed on the back of the sleeve. We're going to leave the PlayStation for a bit and get the Dualshock 4 out. So as I pull out the sleeve, it's lighter than any other controller, but heavier than the it's lighter than the Xbox controller, but heavier than the old DualShock 3. It has the light bar and the touchpad. It feels a lot thicker and more solid build work. It has the PlayStation button and the speaker, which plays some noises. With Knack, it makes the Relic collection noise. It also has a 2.5mm jack headset connector, so you can plug in your headset and listen to the game audio from your sofa. That means you don't have to thread a 2.5mm jack into the back of your TV, you can listen to it wirelessly. It also has a proprietary external accessory connector. It has the micro USB charging port there, which is not really interesting. We go to the side. Me looking at the controller, it's got the gloss circles around the button. It has the proprietary accessory thing, which shows that PlayStation is thinking of releasing a chat thing for the PlayStation 4. Sorry for not being descriptive. Let's get the PlayStation 4 out and get the protective shielding or whatever off of it. Now we can get the box out of the way. Now the PlayStation's out. So we're going to remove all of this wrapping junk and everything. Amazingly, when I got it, it didn't have any scratches on the gloss, which is very difficult for a company that manufactures electronics to do, to try and minimize scratches on gloss surfaces. Because most of the time, when I got my Xbox 360, it had a few scratches on it already. But with Sony, it looked perfect. So I've already torn the shield bag, or whatever, the anti-static casing it came in, and who cares, it's just a bag, and I'm not planning on reselling this thing. I'll go over the features once I got this thing out of the way. Just lay it down there. As you can see, the two touch, I guess, two touch surfaces, gloss and matte. Of course, the gloss surface is removable to replace the hard drive. There's the light bar. It's more powerful than the Xbox One, graphics-wise. On the back, you've got the connectors, you've got the power, you've got the optical audio, you've got the HDMI, you've got the LAN and the auxiliary port for the PlayStation camera. You've also got some grill goodness to keep that wow, to keep the console cool. We can flip to the side in a minute. Let's go. On the back, we've got really nothing. It's just PlayStation 4 and some feet. On the front, we've got the Blu-ray drive and the super fast USB 3.0 ports. And on the other side, we've got HDMI, DT, HS or whatever, Dolby Digital, and Blu-ray. All the stuff that's included in this console. And on the other side, we have got a small indent for the fan. The fan in here is custom. You can't buy other ones from other companies. They're a custom made fan that's for Sony, and it's really quiet. I plugged it in and I tested it for a while. I kept it in hot conditions, and it really didn't sound like it was under any stress. The fan did a good job. Some other features: it has an AMD Jaguar processor, and it's also got 8 GB of GDR5 RAM, which is a lot more efficient than DDR3, and it has it's compatible with SATA 3, which is more efficient than the Xbox One SATA 2. I'm also going to unbox this extra controller I got. I just got this today. Well, I got the PlayStation 4 ages ago, but I got the controller today and a couple of games, which I'll show you in a minute. As you can see, it doesn't come with a micro USB, or if it did, I got conned out of my mind with this controller, and I didn't get a new charging cable. There's some health and safety stuff in the gap warranty, which is probably only for a week. I've got some games. Here you go. I bought 2 of the console exclusives, and I bought 2 of the biggest names in gaming. I've got Killzone Shadowfall and Knack, which is the one. Knack's the one that came with the bundle. Killzone Shadowfall is really interesting. I haven't played any PlayStation games like it. I haven't actually played any PlayStation games in a while. The last PlayStation I had was a PlayStation 2, and then I bought a Xbox 360. Knack's strange, and I've already completed it. The campaign's really short and not really eventful, and it doesn't have a multiplayer, online multiplayer anyway. So, yeah. Call of Duty Ghosts looks a lot better on the PlayStation 4 than the Xbox One 360 did. I don't know the Xbox One, I didn't get one, and I've not played the PS3 version of Call of Duty Ghosts, but that Blu-ray disc and lots of downloadable content onto your PlayStation 4 improves the graphics a lot. And the fact that you install a game immediately when you buy it makes the games run faster and smoother and reduces glitches, which is good. So what surprised me is that they rated it 16. I've also got Battlefield 4, one of the greatest games ever to come out for Xbox One and PS4. This game is amazing. I love this game. I've played Battlefield 3. I used to be a premium member. A lot of people were. I used to buy loads of stuff for the Battlefield 3, and now I'm intending to buy some stuff for Battlefield 4. It's a really good game. Now I'm going to do a size comparison between the Xbox 360, my current gen console, and the PlayStation 4, my brand new next generation console. I can't compare this to a PlayStation 3 Slimline or an Xbox One because I don't have any of those consoles. The reason why I bought an Xbox 360 rather than a PlayStation 3 is because at the time the Xbox 360 was more advanced, whereas now the PlayStation 4 on paper is more advanced. As you can see from the dimension standpoint, the side dimensions are roughly the same, but what's cool about this is that the PlayStation 4 is shorter than the Xbox 360, which is surprising, because if you look at the PlayStation 3 Fat Boy, that console was huge. Well, this one is tiny. I can only anticipate that the PlayStation 4 Slim will be the same size as the PlayStation 2 Slim, if they can pull it off again. But as you can see, the height difference is roughly half, a third or a quarter of an inch. It's probably a quarter of an inch, but it's still surprising for a first generation of the next generation. As you can see, the different design points of the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 4. Very different attempts of keeping the system cool, and the PlayStation 4 logo. I'm going to show you the touch-sensitive buttons on the Xbox 360, which is weird, and the touch-sensitive buttons on the PlayStation 4, which, following the trends of Sony, their touch-sensitive buttons are going to be the first thing to get rid of. That's all for my PlayStation 4 unboxing and quick overview. Join us for the next video.